Hello guys, and welcome back to another makeup artist vlog. I am so excited to be kind of here and there just bringing back the makeup artist content. It's actually been kind of fueling me a little bit. I wanted to go ahead and just do my skincare routine for you guys. I'm just gonna do like 4 simple steps here. Simpler is the better as far as skincare routines go. I ended up getting these really cool towels. If you guys could see underneath my super messy bathroom cabinet, I invested in the Clean Skin Club towels. They are biodegradable little single-use towels. And these guys are super strong. If you can hear it, they're very durable. They're not going to be brittle or anything when you run them underneath water. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I wish I was, but these have totally changed my skincare routine. The reason that I invested in them though is because I realized towels carry a lot of bacteria even if you do wash them and fully clean them. So I wanted to have fresh towels every single time. And ever since I switched to these, which has been like probably about a month now, I want to say that I have not had any breakouts hardly. These guys up here are just scars from previous situations, but I don't have any active breakouts. I also do want to preface that it's not like I'm using one of these between each and every step. I'll use this one during the entire daytime skincare routine and then use a separate one for the nighttime skincare routine, just so I'm not as wasteful. And I think that's also how they're intended to be used too. They are very clean and environmentally friendly. They are biodegradable, so they will not clog up landfills or anything like makeup remover wipes do. And then they come in that little cute bamboo box that I showed. I'm currently using Circadia's line in my treatment room, and it's a pro product that only estheticians can purchase. I love Circadia's line. It's proven to be very effective while also being super gentle for your skin. So I'm using the Vitamin Veil facial cleansing oil because the skin's been a little bit drier. Then the Amandala milk cleanser, which has lactic and mandelic acid inside of it, which are natural AHAs. Then after that, I'm going into the Dermalogica multi-active toner. It's just a pH balancing toner. I really don't think that this is necessary with the Circadia line because the Circadia cleansers are already pH balancing, but I do like to throw in a toner just to kind of refresh the skin a little bit. And then also I'm using Circadia's Post Peel Balm as a moisturizer. It's kind of like a skin safe version of Aquaphor. Please never put Aquaphor, especially on your face. It is a very huge pore clogger, but it is like a Aquaphor-like consistency. So a lot of people that use Aquaphor or have in the past have switched to this guy from me, and it's really been effective. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we finally get sunshine this morning. Usually I'm doing these makeup artist vlogs when it's completely dark outside because I have to wake up really early. Today, we get to sleep in because I don't actually have to leave my house until 10:45 because the start time is 11:30. I actually have time for a full face of makeup today, so we are going all out. I'm recurling my hair right now. This is a 21 Benefits leave-in spray. It does prime, protect, and perfect, but this is from the Pureology Color Fanatic line, and it's a multitasking leave-in spray, but I've been using this guy on my hair and it's been so nice. Feels very good and hydrating and nourishing, especially for people who color their hair all the time. I wanted to actually talk about something really quickly while I was getting ready, but if you are a makeup artist wanting to get into the bridal industry or currently are maybe newer in the bridal industry, I wanted to specifically talk about how to time yourself. And I'm not talking about necessarily like working faster on site. I wanted to talk about you actually mapping out the timeline. I personally think that the more you plan your day, it just makes it helpful and the day goes more smooth all the way around. Now, a lot of people are probably like, okay, well, doesn't the photographer normally handle this? Or if they have a wedding planner, they usually handle the timeline. I want to say right now, if you start trusting brides or outside vendors to try to formulate your timeline for you, it will get very messed up. They, a lot of the times, do not know how long it actually takes for people to do makeup. 45 minutes, I want to say, is like an average time frame as far as makeup applications go. So yes, once you know how long you take with a makeup application, it is really kind of simple to backtrack. When you're doing your timeline, you want to set an arrival time. And this arrival time very heavily fluctuates depending on where you're going, how many people that you're doing, and also if you're getting ready at like an actual wedding venue and it's not somebody's house or a hotel or anything, you might have venue restrictions. Sometimes venues will not let you in until a certain time. If the timing is like too tight though between the getting ready time and the ending time, according to their timeline. I would definitely recommend hiring a secondary artist. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Do not try to do it yourself. It's just gonna stress you out, and then it's going to also kind of stress the bride out. So it just works a lot simpler if a secondary artist is hired. Oh, I'm an idiot. I probably should have started with this. Before you even start mapping out the middle of the timeline or the start time, you want to get with the bride's photographer, and you're basically going to figure out the end time from them based on like their first looks or ceremony time. And then you're going to do your part and then backtrack. So for instance, today, their end time is at 3 o'clock. It's a little bit later than normal, just because this bride is actually not having her full-fledged wedding today. And I have 4 people to do today, and then my assistant has 3. I take 45 minutes per person and then an hour for the bride. So I basically went from 3 o'clock to 2:15, which is 45 minutes, and then you kind of just keep like backtracking for however many people. And eventually I got to 11:45 for being the start time for the application. You want to at least allow yourself 15 minutes for setup time, and you also need to let people know when you're actually arriving, because usually people will legitimately expect you to teleport into the getting ready space, get set up, and then start at the exact same time. If you do say like, hey, I'm showing up at 11:45, for instance, like people will expect you to arrive at 11:45. So if you arrive like 15 minutes early, people are going to be very confused and not prepared, and also sometimes asleep. The other thing I want to mention is when I say that I'm showing up at 11:30, I mean I am in that room at 11:30. Otherwise, the bride has no idea that I'm there or not. And brides will start panicking if you are not where you say you are exactly on the dot, or if not a couple of minutes before you're supposed to be there. Luckily, both my assistant and I are super punctual, if not really early people. Like, I have a feeling that both of us will probably be arriving about like 10-15 minutes early anyways. But anybody who is not punctual, just make sure you're showing up super early, like more early than you need to be. So in order to be early today and ensure that I am there in the bride's hotel room at 11:30, I'm going to leave my house at 10:45. The venue is a downtown hotel, so it's only like 20 minutes away from me, I would say. But that hotel does have difficult parking. There is only parking behind the building, and you kind of have to fight for the parking. So if I don't find parking, then I have to go to a parking garage that is a couple blocks away, so I have to account for that time just in case it happens, and I have to walk to the hotel. I also want to kind of account for traffic because it is a Saturday and I'm kind of going near rush hour this time. I'm giving myself like a half hour to get there, essentially. And even if I arrived there early, the earliest I probably would arrive, accounting for no traffic, would be like maybe 11:10 or something like that. If I get there at 11:10, that would give me 20 minutes to get myself up into the hotel room. I might possibly have to contact the bride or have them call the bride's hotel room to let me up into the room, and that will take extra time. So by that time happens, 20 minutes probably will have passed, and then I should be up in the room by 11:30 to get set up for 15 minutes and then start at 11:45. So yes, that is what I'm going to say as far as like backtracking yourself, because you really need to like account for all situations, and you need to be early rather than late. By the way, hair is looking good. I'm gonna add the Kenra working spray into it. It's just a light hold hairspray, but it adds a little bit of shine. I do apologize that a lot of this is just me talking, but anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. If you guys are liking the advice, give me a thumbs up. I promise you that I will definitely be filming when I'm on site. That is pretty much it. I'll stop talking here and I'll show you guys at the end what I have. This is the completed makeup look. It actually turned out really good. A little bit heavy on the bronzer, but besides that, we're good. And I also didn't use like any concealer underneath my eyes because of the fact that I have this one eye right here that has this really, really deep crease. And so every single time I try to put concealer underneath there, it automatically creases. So what I've been doing is I've been taking foundation like as close to it as possible, but haven't actually been putting any product on there. And it's been working out really well. And then as far as the outfit goes, this is a little sweater that I got off of TikTok shop. And it's actually really super soft and thicker and good material quality. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with this purchase. It's like so comfy and so warm for the winter time. You can like obviously zip it up a little bit further if you want to, but I just leave it as like a pullover sort of style. And I got mine in an extra small just because like sweaters are usually pretty big for me. Just some jeans, and then I'm probably gonna wear like black hiker's boots just to be super comfy. It's about 9:30 right now, which means that I have probably about an hour and 15 minutes until I have to leave. That's pretty much about it. So I think that I will probably just talk to you guys when I'm leaving. We are officially headed out to the wedding. I may or may not be regretting not wearing a full jacket. Hair on the lip gloss, hair on the lip gloss. There we go. So I'm heading out right now. It is exactly 10:45, so right on time. Hopefully, again, I can find parking. If I can't, I'm probably gonna stress a little bit.
Starting route to the brand.
I don't know what the issue is, but I always feel like I'm missing something every single time. I think that we are good, and I will stop wasting camera batteries, and I will talk to you guys when I get there. I am here, and I am probably going to be heading in here because it is 11:11 right now. I think that my assistant might have gotten here too. Not really sure. Where the hell is my phone? Hopefully my car does not get towed because there's a pole right here that says like no parking construction zone, but there's no people out here because it's a Saturday. So hopefully I don't get a ticket or get my car towed. Hopefully it's still here by the time I get back. I did have to park on the street like a block away from the hotel because there was no parking behind it. My assistant says she's here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go in and meet her in the lobby. Good news, my car's still here. It didn't get towed, I didn't get a ticket. The wedding went absolutely fantastic. Everybody was so chill. And also there's people walking that are watching me film, it's fine. Sorry, there's like literally people right in front of me loading their car. But yeah, I pretty much have the rest of the day off. Okay, they're done. But anyways, yeah, that is about it for this video though. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, as well as also subscribing down to my channel if you guys have not already. And as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.